It is 8:40 in the freaky woods of Tequila, Oregon, and I promised an interview. Okay, we have on the phone with us this evening Joseph Michael, calling from Hollywood, and he is in the band Midnight Rain. Are you there, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, let me get your levels up. Say that again.
I'm right here.
Okay, he is right here. So great. Now Midnight Rain has a new album just released. Do you want to just say the name of the album and what's going on with that?
Well, basically, it's a self-released album on our own label, the Hollywood RX Records, and the name of the album is Never Look Back. And we're just going to be playing our first show on the 2nd Saturday.
Okay, where's that? Is that in Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's actually in Venice Beach.
Venice Beach, that's where the Misfit is from.
I used to work in Venice Beach.
So,
hey, if you go into any of the head shops in Venice Beach, you're probably one I worked at.
Hold on a second.
So, great.
What's that?
No, I was just saying that's great. You have your first show June 2nd, okay, in Venice Beach. Check out their MySpace page for any more information on Midnight Rain. And maybe you're wondering what they sound like. Well, I've been looking at their webpage here, and it says it's their influences are Guns N' Roses, Satan, Mozart, James Brown, and Pantera. What the hell is up with that? And then underneath, it says sounds like Satan listening to Appetite for Destruction on acid. Excellent way to promote your band, man.
Are you on
any other way to describe it?
Are you on drugs right now?
Actually, I took a couple hits of E right before.
Oh,
that's cool.
Fantastic. So
I thought I was going to have some mushrooms, but I guess we got delayed.
Okay, well, darn, I wish you could be enjoying mushroom euphoria right now with us. But, okay, he's on ecstasy tonight, so that is great, because a lot of the songs and the whole history of Midnight Rain has a lot to do with drug abuse, it looks like.
It has a lot to do with all kinds of fucked up shit.
No, not drug abuse. Drug utilization.
Drug utilization.
Right. So, can I ask you a question, Joseph?
Of course.
This is the Misfit.
Okay.
Beware.
Let's see. It says
you're the sick one, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Some might say that. It says here, let's see, the first incarnation was plagued by problems. Among other things, the drummer molested the bassist in his sleep. Was a fecalpheliac. No, I got to stop right there, and I got to ask.
You want to stop on that?
I want to know what the fecalpheliac thing's about.
All right, well, this dude, he's in a mental institution, so I can say his name anyway.
Go for it.
This guy, John, some weird German name, he would sit outside of our bathroom. Like, we were like a 5-piece band. This is back in 2001, 2002 at the latest. And he would sit outside of the bathroom with his little, like, Japanese school children book and listen to, like our guitarist go to the bathroom. We caught him a few times, and he would be masturbating outside of the bathroom, listening.
With poop.
There was
He'd be listening to, like, our guitarist take a shit while he's jerking off.
Oh, that's
What the fuck, man?
Okay.
Well, that's not the only... That guy, man, one time I woke up, I heard this scream, and the bass player, he was molesting the bass player. He had his dick wrapped around our bass player's... our bass player's hair wrapped around his dick. It was insane.
There was no any indication before that maybe this guy shouldn't be in the band? Like...
Well, he was a kick-ass drummer, dude, and I don't know if you've ever lived in L.A. They're hard to come by.
So what was the breaking point? I mean, because obviously there was quite a few things that happened. Was it... I mean, personally for me, it probably would have been sitting outside the door, masturbating to somebody taking a shit. That probably would have been the
nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was like you read, there was so many drugs going on. We really didn't care. That wasn't too big of a deal unless
okay.
Like you came outside and you caught them.
That's true. A little sympathy.
And then you're kind of like, what the fuck? And then you don't talk about it for a while.
Yeah, it's something you probably don't speak about within your band. Well, now you got a new drummer, and it says, okay, the replacement drummer needed to leave the band due to an incident involving a drunk Mexican guy, a half-gallon of Jack Daniels, and a very used box of condoms. What's going on with this?
Well, we were actually living in a lockout back in 2002, 2003.
A lockout? What's that?
It's a rehearsal room.
Okay.
It's actually owned by the guy who played in Quiet Riot in the 90s when they did that whole reunion tour.
Okay.
And, like, we were living there, and he was the only guy that had a house, right? But he would come over, and he'd bring all these, like, weird sluts from, like, bondage clubs back. And
I love
just a
sluts.
weird scene. And then one day, like, me and him got in a fight, and I left. And then when I came back, my guitar player was there, and he just looked like he was coming down off of, like, tons of shit. And he was telling me how, like, they got this guy, this Mexican guy, was walking down the street all drunk, and they offered him Jack Daniels, and, like, you know, they were playing guitar, and then he's like, dude, let's roll him.
Wow.
Yeah, well, the guitar player's like, no way, dude, I'm not going to do that. And then then he left, right? So when we got back there was, like, these used condoms, and the Jack Daniels was gone, and the condoms were brown.
Oh, my God. Okay, you guys have quite a history. This is very fascinating.
So you've been cracking away at this project for a while, it's like.
Yeah, since I was like 17. Not the same songs, not the exact same vision, but
okay, this is
everything starts with me and a piece of staff paper.
Great. So this is your first album then, as Midnight Rain, correct? Or no?
Yeah, first official release.
First official release. Okay, what record label are you on? Or you said it's self-released?
Yeah, well, it's self-released. I started a label like last year just to release the album. You know, it took a bunch of money like that I had made working in various porn shops and whatnot.
Oh, you sound like a real gem. So,
well, at least my mother loves me, right?
That's the key. If you can get your mother to love you in a situation like yourself, then you know you're doing something right.
Good God.
Okay, Misfit, do you have any more questions for Joseph?
Yeah, if you need a good price on any pipes or anything, just hit up the Art of Venice when you go to Venice Beach, and just ask for Pyro. And if he's there, just tell him the Misfit sent you, and you'll get a good deal.
Okay.
There you go, Misfit helping out, and he is useful for some things. Thanks, Misfit.
No problem.
Okay, here. I'm gonna check out. Where is this club in Venice Beach that you're going to be playing at?
It's the club Good Hurt. It's actually right on Venice Boulevard.
Okay.
Venice and Centinela. And in fact, it's at a club. The Good Hurt is it's decorated like a pharmacy, and above like the liquor, it says prescriptions, and the girls are dressed like nurses, but like stripper nurses. It's pretty cool.
That sounds exciting.
Excellent. Well, here's another thing that we were kind of wondering about. Now, we did talk about this a few weeks ago on the Crawlspace when we played some of your music, and it sounds like a lot of the music was written, or some of it, after taking a Snapple bottle full of liquid LSD. What is going on there?
Was that you that did that?
Yeah, I used to be a phone sex operator.
Yes. Your mother must love you, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you know, but in LA, like gay ravers can get their hands on copious amounts of LSD. And so this guy brought in, I don't know, like 4 or 5 vials full of LSD. They're like droppers with 100 hits each. And so we're dosing, everybody's dosing, talking on the phone, blah, blah, blah. And, well, this one girl got arrested, but that's another story. But anyway, so we put 2 of the remaining vials in a Snapple bottle that we were going to take and like have a party. Like, we worked a graveyard shift, and we get off at 8 in the morning. So, like, at 8 in the morning, we're all frying, and we get to my house, and I call up these 2 kids. They're called the Soft Patch Kids because they're 15 years old, and we used to sneak them into the shows. And I'm like, I got acid. You guys got to come over. And so I'm walking down Sunset Boulevard. I still have all this makeup on from the show the night before, like heels, the whole fucking 9 yards. And I'm carrying the Snapple bottle. And I forgot that the acid was in it. I was frying so hard. I was hot, you know.
Yeah,
and I ended
Snapple.
up drinking almost the entire bottle.
Yummy. Sounds tasty.
All night.
How many vials were in this Snapple bottle again?
2 vials,
Holy
about 100
shit,
hits
man.
each.
100 hits each. You went down with 200 hits of LSD. And how long were you tripping?
A good 7 days, but I mean, we were doing like speed and X and everything else too.